They're one of those teams that like to hunt other people down. They did it just yesterday, and now they're the ones getting hunted. Maestro's on high ground trying to save his team while they heal up. But Verox, Michael, and Mexi, they don't care. They want to go straight in. Big shot on a Serhat. He just healed up, got to some playable HP. Kira goes down on the backside. Verox is still looking down for the final shot, and he takes Serhat out of the first reboot round game.
Wow, Maestro's trio is out. Mexi, Michael, Verox disengaging down from Dirty Ducks, avoiding that confrontation from Diablo's trio, making the rotation down to Retail Row, and picking up some nice loot as well, because it's not about the elimination points. It's not about anything. It's all about replenishing your mats, finding that necessary shields, and hopefully upgrading your weapons.
There's a lot of teams on low, but I want to focus on this fight on height. MXR, Podesai, and One Last will have the advantage for the first part. They'll be closer to zone, but then after that, Huddy, Rax, and Mini are going to be the ones who are a little bit higher and a little bit closer to zone. It has to be something done from MXR here. He's trying his best to take the shots down and win this high ground battle. It's literally two ships up in the sky. Podesai gets chopped.
Oh, they got chopped.
The whole base gets completely destroyed, and now their game looks to be in shambles. So many mats invested, all erased. MXR is desperately trying.
He's still
win
trying.
This race back and forth. There's two lanes right now, two vehicles, and now they're finally side by side on the same height layer, but MXR gets chopped at the same time as Huddy Riley. They're going to be off in a 1v1. Rax has control all the way of the high ground, and they're expanding like a virus. They take over, and there's no cure. No one can stop it. They have the tools needed to take over this game.
They have the tools, but the ammunition was expended so much to defend their high ground. Will they have enough to outlast the low ground here? That is going to be the question for Mini's trio, because we all know that Cammy, the Vatos trios out there, have the ability to withstand the height endurance and then capitalize and overtake at the last second, Shyo.
Okay, they're going to start running over. Marine's going on towards the backside. Big Chur to look at as well. He's going to be about 1 HP as Mini looks to find more people down below. Skype Airwalk's going down in the feed. Robab's dropped as well, but there's a height take going down for Mini. He's trying to survive. Rax has gone down right below him. Desperation for him. Jumped into the zone. Lots of matches. Big come over. He stops things from trying to take it away from him, but he's lost one of his teammates. A flopper gained. Still more people up on height. Too much action for Mini. He's going to have to give it up. He's up with Hunty right now, but no. He's going straight back up again. It's Stassi all the way on high ground. 7 different teams alive. It's getting crazy at the moment. Everyone's trying their best to try to win the game. Mini is still holding all the way up on the height. He's going down now. Podesai's gone down in the feed. One Last is popping off, trying to make things come back. Mini somehow still has high ground.
Look at Cammy and Teak. They're still alive on the low ground on the left side, avoiding all the chaos. Podesai and One Lost down to a duo as well. It's all about who's going to get to the front side here to capitalize. Can Huddy and Mini have enough to be able to withstand here? Only 7 builds to get them into the finals. It is all about victory out or bust right now. They're going to go ahead and do it. Mini's going to go ahead and capitalize. Teak's getting beamed so hard. Crack down on the low ground.
So close. Basically, every Churro's lost a teammate. We're looking at an FNCS duels right now. Hydro also hit apart. Mini's AR. Someone's got to check that thing. It's only hitting headshots. Hydro goes down. Zeston taken away from the feed. Cammy's on low on box-to-box situation with Stacks. If he survives this, it's huge. But it looks like he's taken down. Mini is just watching this qualification roll in for him. They're just taking shots down below. Everyone else is forced to fight. And it looks like it'll just be this duo at a very good spot for this final 1v1v1.
It's going to be intense here. 0 builds. They're going to have to time this. It's really high up. Here they go. Podesai defending himself with the hard mats. Can he do it? The impossible. There is another solo player as well during the attention of Mini. Huddy is going out and eliminated. Mini now all by himself. Can Mini do it? They're at height. And Podesai, what do you have in your inventory? Do you have the heals? It looks like Styx is on height. All of a sudden, he had the advantage in coming from the low ground. Now Styx has an opportunity. The ability to jump in the river. Let's see how it plays out. Podesai. Styx. Podesai with no builds. He barely has enough. It's Podesai. Podesai going through. 18 HP, and they're just showing the desperation the haymakers were going through, and they get knocked out by Blackie's trio. Now we saw for a moment, Shyo, that Vatos trio was below Storm Surge, but they're very comfortable operating here. I've seen them plenty of time in all different stages of the FNCS be here. So right now, it's vital for them to get Blackie, and they find them some big important, but it's not going to be enough. They still have more work to do. They got to get the rest of Blackie's trio to get above, yes, above Surge as well, to get this team off their layer.
I got Blackie too. 129 damage above Surge for the moment.
There
on the
we go.
right side.
There we
5
go.
people need to go down. I see Eric going down in the feed. Kenya as well. Ewan and Wyzip one mini in, you know, in Lanouf's inventory or Slick's inventory. It's taken a lot to get to this point. Do they have enough steam to win out the game? There's lots of trios who haven't really used their inventory. Seti, Kemi, and Teak are one of them. Down below, who have a big chance. Bayon going down in the feed, and Fixie goes down to Storm, it looks like.
I was just feeling Lunef's kind of base that they're holding on is very weak. Yeah, it's built out of metal, but there's not that many right there, and there's so many trios fighting in it, Cobra and whatnot, that this could come down. So let's keep an eye on that engagement. Fly, Frozen, Jaeger doing really solid. Mason, I'm sorry, are doing really solid here. 2 eliminations in, but it's just so many people here on this rotation that's gonna pull down to the southeast, and things are gonna get a little spicy, and Fly gets hit. He's gonna have to dip into his heels, eat some cabbages, brother. You have a lot of work to do to survive, as we have 14 trios still alive.
And take a little bit of a bucket cabbage to make sure he can heal off in the storm, but that's going to be a big issue for that trio behind with Jaeger. Look at height, though. No one this time to really contest them. It's going towards a mountain. Ryan Loof and Six will be there, but look, Buddy Riley, Mini, and Rax, they're fighting for it again. Seti, Kemi, Teak are tired of staying on low ground, too. They're working their way up. It might be a 3-way fight here to see who controls the skies, but Robabs has found his way in there too to be the fourth. Seti, Kemi, Teak are starting to build up. Slicks, Marine, and Lanouf might end up going down here because this base is not connected and it's so far away built.
And keep an eye for Vato's trio. They're slowly recycling these builds, and they're making their way up as right now Slicks is going to do all these, trying to do it, hoping they can connect to that blue antenna. Seti and Teak on the front side, Robaz as well, and Leo on that front side as well. But it's all eyes are on Slicks trio as they have the upper advantage on the rest of the lobby, as it's going to be compressed down by this verticality.
Their job is just to contain everyone else for the moment. Not even get eliminations, but make sure no one's looking up. Leo down. Airwalk's going away in the feed. They found a way to connect over to this big antenna. If Slicks can do it, this will be huge. Look at this huge angle and this tarp. He can see a sideways view of the whole lobby, basically finding hacks on a platformer. He gets to play from a different dimension and world. Look at the beam Sky being taken down on different layers. So much pressure from this height team. Kira can barely even survive. What a big decision from Slicks.
Yeah, Slicks is looking good, but look at their build count. Not a lot. If this goes any towards Dirty Thoughts, it's going to be a big red flag for this team on height. As Seti's sitting down in the mid ground, he's a little bit high up too. So this is going to be so scary going forward.
These guys were touching the earth, but the zone has made them go all the way towards the sky. It's pulling away from the mountain. Lanouf, Slicks, and Marine are getting higher and higher. Big potential for danger down below, as they might not have enough materials to waterfall, but I see hot floppers. The pocket technology basically available for them right here. They can jump off, not take fall damage, and then rebuild again.
It goes back.
Be able to have height. It's bouncing back, so they have even more time to shut down.
Oh, no!
But Slick slips, falls, and is taken out. Robabs is going to be able to have all his AR to beam back above. Marine and Lanouf are left as a duo.
Look for Cammy and Teak to be able to capitalize this situation. We've already seen Hyde expended so much builds here, but Cammy, Seti, and Teak are in full force as a trio, and they're looking really good at going up against Malibuka's trio as well. I would say Cammy has the advantage, and the advantage is kind of capitalized with 114 tag looking really good. They have to cut them off. They have to end this engagement quickly to be able to focus on Hyde here, but they have the advantage considering that the zone is kind of pushing Malibuka closer and closer to their beams.
Right now, they're looking for their kind of gatekeepers. The zone's finally pulling towards Dirty Dogs, so they're going to have to actually get off this mountain is what it looks like. Teak is going to be able to get one elimination here so far. Cammy has to move on their builds, but it's actually pulling them towards the top left side, running towards the ground, on the earth, in the dirt. Seti, Cammy, Teak, all inside the same box. Pressure coming from up top. 3 different teams for the moment. They have to stay secure, but their builds are running low. Marine and Lanouf, it's not over yet. This could be their win. It's all that matters. Malibuka left as a solo on the backside. He's eating zone and pumps from Teak. Marine is looking for a way in. Any desperate way. Can they find a way to affect this trio? He's going for it, looking for the shots. Drops down below. There's nothing on the right side.
Moraine has so much heals right here. That's his win condition. He just can't get forward to get any tags. Teak and Cammy right now versus Marine. Let's see. Teak looking for the big tags, doesn't get it. Marine backing up with no builds, walking down the mountain. It's up to Cammy and Teak to close out. Fall damage goes through, and Marine goes back up to height, but Teak is taken out by Marine. Now it's down to Cammy with only one flopper. He's doing all that he can for the chop. Not a lot of ammunition. The finals are on the line. He slips down further and further. The So Close trio is trying to do all that they can. Marine now dipping into his heels. Can Cammy find a tag? A headshot is all that he needs to go through. Marine, the defense. This is it, Shio. It's coming down to the last moments.
Oh my god, 1 HP on both of them. Cammy is not the one to be able to survive all the way towards the very end.
You have to do all that you can. Sometimes you have to play outside of the box into the sky where the sun is shining, and Fork Trio is sitting there. If Michael pulls that first moving, they have opportunity to hold and maybe chop out Chico and Fork and Jemke. Let's see where it goes here. Zone 6, the first moving is going to be revealed shortly.
Like a Verox Mex, we're trying to build all the way up. We saw the response all the way from high ground. Teak, Steady, Cammy, looks like they're out of shields, out of extra spots in their inventory as well. I was saying they're good on refreshes. Let's see how they actually do it, because they need a major one to stay in this game and to make it to finals. There's just one spot left, one game in the reboot. It all comes down to now. Everyone's moving away. We see lots of people turning towards the backside. Fork's big base, it worked out towards the end. They have height for now.
Every single trio that was in that section, Michael and Chico, it didn't work out. The zone pulled away from them, so let's see how they traverse this high ground together and move on through. But you're seeing it. All of a sudden, there's a play for height. Hold up. There's a hop offer. It's Airwalks and Bot, though. Can they do it? Actually, Huddy using the power of the Spicy. It's a battle between Airwalks and Huddy. Sky's right there to support them. Sky's doing all that he can to get up. Minnie's out on the front side. Huddy is going to do all he can to stop Airwalks and Sky from getting that height. This is all or nothing right now on the line. The victory out could be right here, right now. Minnie and Huddy defending Airwalks. He may have it. Yes, Airwalks has it, and Scotty's gonna do his best to get in. Can Airwalks, an old school name, using the power of the pepper, win? Oh no, he just fell, and Blackie now has it.
Blackie almost has it. He can definitely try to fight back. Skype goes down in the storm, though. Yzip and Blackie get the lazy leg zone's height. Ewan's up there, too. They're going to start waterfalling down and trying to play. Airwalks has to live as a solo player. Ewan goes down, though. Another slip up on height. 29 damage above. Storm Surge is coming in, too. Two people need to go down. Fork down in the feed to Vato. Lots of people updating up inside that Elim feed. Rojo being taken out by Blackie as well. As they move forward, Rifla has overtaken height again. The 5th time in this game that height changes hands. No one's giving up for now. There it is. Save it, Chrissy and Rifla are back with a vengeance, but the game is not over yet. There's tons of low ground teams. Mexi, Michael, Verox are one of them. Down by the river. No chance for error height. They're looking for big shots around all the way. Teek's being taken down in the feed. Naku's also eliminated by Mini as they roll away. The zone is pulling up, though, it seems like, and Mexi's in trouble on the builds. They'll have to find a way to get out of this tough spot. Steady's right beside them, too. Low ground is way too over congested, and that's almost the last of Mexi's builds. He might also already have to get into the heal spots, but Rifla, Savid, and Chrissy look so good on the high ground. They're the only ones up there forcing everyone else onto the same layer.
It's not over yet. We still have one more zone to go. The ultimate closing, the last opportunity and chance to get into the finals is coming down through this moment. If Crazy can find some big builds, that was huge. That harpoon play may have sealed their fate, and they may have the opportunity to play for millions of dollars here, Shyo.
One spot left, just one zone to go. Save it, Crazy Rifla, all the way up on high, but there's so many trios in between. Some solo players too. Said he's only trying his clutch spot. Stax walks right by him. Cartoon goes down to Stax inside the storm. Rifla, Crazy, save it. They won't stop. Stax barely gets to survive because Rifla runs out of ammo. Said he popping off, takes out Michael, but gets traded. Their run is over. Verox also going down to AMK in the feed. Mexi picking up by Save It as well as they're on high ground. Rifla is clearing the way, so this team has a good chance of staying on height. 1 minute left to go, and then we get into the heal zone. They have medkits, but they are oh so high. There's a big beam coming in from Frozen Jaeger and flies down below. AMK in the back. He's healing near the river, but he's run out of floppers, it looks like, for now. Trying to find his way up. 1 second, and he's taken out. We have a final 3v3 in this last zone to see who qualifies for the finals in Europe.
It's coming down to the Save It's going to make the dive in to try and get some elims now. Save It gets a big knock right now, throwing out the Stink Fist. The Stinks are going through. Save It put a lot of damage down and opens up the door for his teammates, and they did it. Crizzy, Rifla, and Save It get the last victory out.
Make it through in game one, right? Him and Slicks used to be the sort of duo that was, playing with each other all the time. And so to see now Rifla and Slicks make it through, but on separate teams, Rifla will be so chuffed with that. Congratulations to all these teams. What phenomenal games. Everything we wanted and more.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I want to note, right? Game one, One Last Podesai MXR. Go on Podesai's Twitter.